Is that how we're gonna say it from now on, like jargon? A psychic?
Those are the correct ways.
Okay, viewers, I'm trying a new camera angle, and soon enough, I may be switching to a different streaming platform. Because multiple camera angles, hopefully. People are running late, however, we are going to get started. Well, they know it starts at 8.
It's not the DM's responsibility to contact people.
If you wish. However, I'm going to start going over some stuff. Last session, you were traveling from the town of Northwood to Winterberry. You traveled for a very long time. In your travels, you ran into Yetis. I believe there have been some dire wolves floating around. Maybe not, and maybe
No, yeah.
you
Somebody spotted them, but no, we didn't make contact with them. They made contact with us.
And you should run into a hunting party.
We ran into Sasquatch.
A hunting party. Yeah.
Yeah, remember the hunting party?
The hunting party, which not McMillan, but Chocolate creeped the fuck out with. What day is it? Please tell me, I want to know. It's Thursday.
So you finally crest the mountain top and saw the city of Winterberry.
There's a city here.
There be a city here. As you guys approach the city, one of your party members seemed to dropped a drop of madness
And this is Sparta.
showed you exactly what not to do when entering a city.
This was a clinic. How many times did he get stabbed?
Yes.
and hit with maces and swords. Oh my gosh, I didn't know people bent that way.
There was a bit of pulp left. So you look around. The city is very well populated. Despite the fact it's still cold here, there's still snow here. There be people. There is a larger castle centralized in the middle of the city, and the outer township is not walled. Off in the north, you can see that there is a fairly large mine, but it is, again, several miles out. It takes a few hours to get there.
There's a mine in
North.
Winterberry. Okay.
All right. As you travel through the streets of the outer township, once again, as I said last time, there are plenty of guards just filtering through. Not like, wall and wall and wall of guard, but there seems to be
Heightened patrols.
what you would feel is very, very heightened patrol, but everyone's acting normal.
So this is their everyday life. Which I need an insight to that. We can roll that, or we get.
You can personally assume you can make the roll to garner
16.
16?
Yeah.
Yeah, this seems to be everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
You are tired. You've been traveling for months.
Oh, yeah.
You probably have points of exhaustion after all that. Because eventually it does catch up to you.
I think some of us did, actually.
Oh, by the way, you guys will start off with the point of inspiration. There's only 2 of you, so each of you can only give it to the other person. And for being on time, you get a point of inspiration.
We're just ourselves.
Yep. So congratulations, you're starting the session with 2 inspiration.
That puts me at 3. I felt inspired by Bonbon's saving of my life. I would like to believe Bonbon felt inspired by me trying to save other people's lives.
There we go.
It was life saving. It was great, and none of us set Yeti pieces on fire. Did you notice the lack of certain people? Did you bring me food too? I'm good, man. I already had a meal. It's cool.
I've had coffee.
Bonbon, that was an indication he's okay with it.
Well,
He wants that beer. It's a hash brown there, dude.
I need to go make my own food. And I failed to do so.
He's bribing the
No.
DM.
Yo!
See,
God, there's a sandwich.
yeah, 2 for 4.
Wait, Bonbon, I can't take care of this. You're skinny, I'm fat. You should.
I'm not supposed to eat this much carbs.
you're saving him from his carbs. But if you don't feel comfortable, I'll take it. I wouldn't want to disrupt your diet.
I'm gonna hold this sandwich up for a minute.
Smell
Let me smell this real quick.
Welcome to D&D.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Not gaining weight.
it. Find a place of rest.
Awesome.
Maybe take a bath, you know.
An inn!
Are you going to ask somebody, or are you just gonna look around?
I'm gonna ask like, that guy right there.
Well,
Ah, cool.
the person did the funky thing. He's on my state line.
Random farmhand. It's like, yeah, you can go to the Dark Fox Inn at Brothel.
Oh,
Perception check. I know it's without being too obvious. Looking around the area, lots of thieves guilds like to mark areas with certain marks. If I see anything like that. I do not. I get a 9. I have a max of +8. I do not.
Wow. That's pretty rough, bro.
The sun is in my eyes vigorously.
The craftsmanship of stone has enthralled you. months of looking at stone.
I look
trees.
for things. I have feet. I have feet. 2 of them.
beautiful masonry.
Have I always had 2 left feet?
It's mesmerizing. What? Oh, really? Okay.
He points you in the right direction, and you make your way. You see this insignia. There's a dark box laying atop the Empire insignia. And underneath it says, "The Dark Box in Brothel." With a critter laying on top of the Empire, that there be a symbol.
Symbol that I would know anything about?
Knowledge check.
You wouldn't know anything about it. However, from your knowledge of symbols, that's screaming at you. Screaming classic location in which you would normally spend a lot of your time.
Gotcha. I'm going to go inside and make nice with the proprietor.
She asks you what you'll have.
I need a room and a bath.
And
A room comes with breakfast and dinner, and service if you so choose.
Does somebody care about service?
So, baths are drawn out back. And it'll be 2 gold a day.
2 gold. Uncle money back. Okay, I can do that.
I'll take room as well.
She eyeballs you. Bit old fashioned.
We could think of it as classic. It's like, oh.
And she goes back to her duties.
I'm gonna do my things in my room. Or I'm gonna go out back and walk my butt.
Bonbon gets himself ready for the evening.
Probably gonna be doing about the same, just washing the dirt of the road off. Trying to relax and making sure certain doors are locked and windows and everything.
You're able to clean yourself up, get relaxed, like the first time in what feels like forever. Then we'll break out into Frozen songs. Dinner time rolls around. There's a ringing of the bell downstairs. Food's up. You go down, you enjoy yourselves some seriously good dinner. And you notice some folks off in the corner gambling.
So, if I remember correctly, we figured out that we're in a different year as per the caravan. Everybody's super nationalistic. And we needed to find more information. Wonder's gonna hang out with us after dinner and just kind of eavesdrop on everybody's conversations and see if they can get a feel for what's going on in the city or the area.
Roll me that investigation.
Investigation. I got a woman.
We're rocking the blunts today, man! Let's get out of there early!
That's my philosophy.
Okay. Bonbon, do you do the thieves camp thing?
Nope.
No? Okay.
I don't do the thieves camp thing.
I can make you believe I do.
I mean,
That makes it tough.
our rogue isn't here,
Fair enough.
and he was your cat's paw.
So, a lot of the talk is of the mind. It's definitely bustling, making a lot of profit. That's also why there's so many guards in the city, actually.
It's so lucrative.
It's extremely lucrative, and it's not
Very safe.
it's not very safe. But it's also they're mining something that you aren't necessarily expecting to mine.
What's that?
The name slipped my mind. It's a cooled magma. It's
Obsidian?
obsidian. That's it. They're mining obsidian,
Oh.
and a lot of it.
That means my character would know what that means. That's like the only reason we know that is technology.
Fair. Don't mind me. I'm looking things up. This is something I meant to look up earlier. And I didn't.
I'd like to try and read the room.
Kind of normal brothel. The only thing that really kind of weird sticks out. There's a whole bunch of people in leathers. And a lot of them have clustered around one table and they're gambling.
Leather boys.
I'd like to do an insight roll to see which one of them they are, more deferent to, more suss out which one might be the leader of that particular group, if there is one.
You roll.
18.
18. There seems to be one that does kind of take the lead of things, but you're uncertain whether or not it's truly a leader.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to try and go too far ahead with things without the other people here, but
Why? They failed to show up. Keep going.
RP is later.
well, judging by the descriptions I was given.
So we got one more session after this, so.
Yeah, okay, cool. Right.
Like-
Judging by the way people treated us when we walked in, our clothes are a little strange.
Mm.
So, I'm gonna, however you, we should get some clothes.
Absolutely.
What is it good to that?
For us to go looking for new clothes at this hour, or should we wait till morning? Okay, let's go.
So,
Do you want to crack open a
PSG to
PSG
find
and,
to find the outfit costs?
Yeah.
Sure do.
PHP. It's
The
rogue and the bar decided, let's go fit in. What are you looking for?
standard prices? Go ahead and balance yourselves out. The DM is going to get more coffee. Coffee is essential to everything. Just remember that.
I mean,
coffee.
I suppose.
Hello, this is.
I swear, I'm gonna borrow some of the CPR mannequins over the weekends, and anybody who doesn't show up, I'm gonna put a CPR mannequin in their place.
Oh, hey, man. But you're already here.
I'm buying fancy clothes for 15 gold.
Where are you seeing clothes?
It's a Hajj.
Or is it in the background area?
That's right, with all of the items at the barrel.
Only 15 gold for fancy clothes?
Yes.
Wow.
He's living like an aristocrat, man.
I'm a fancy man. Okay.
What's your class?
It's a bard.
Oh, okay.
It'd be weird if I did it.
You playing a warlock?
Nope. Shadow monk. So rogue. A rogue without thieves can't.
These can't.
Yeah.
Can't what?
Can't stare you right now. That's what we can't
Stop this feeling.
I don't need to stab somebody. I just gotta get somebody else to do it for me. Hey man, I think I called your mom.
Where did you see this stuff? Sorry.
Do. One more.
Remember to tell viewers what page you're on.
Look at this.
Traveler's clothes?
People.
Common clothes.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a set of common clothes as well. Does it look super cool and stylish?
As you stand there, you're getting your clothes. A guard also walks into the same shop, And he stops somebody and asks for their papers of authenticity. And they swing around their satchel and pop their satchel open, and they pull out a little book, has papers in it, and they're reviewing it.
I want to like look at his papers super hardcore.
Are you gonna get all up in there?
Yeah.
I think what he means is, are you going to be very obvious about this?
No.
Okay. So you're doing it from a distance.
From a distance.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me that perception.
Can I assist?
Yeah, I'll give you that assist.
Okay.
23.
Much better.
Okay.
You get a pretty decent look. Now the guy opens his book wide up. It's like, God, bothering me? Stop it. Go away, guard. Live right down the street. Kind of thing. Then you'll notice that it has his full name. It has 2 dates on it, from what it appears. Has the township of Venterbury. And you'll notice that several other pages, it looks like it's documents of where he's traveled to.
Okay.
And each page seems to actually have a wax stamp on it.
So I'm gonna go into like wherever. What am I doing right now? Am I just waiting for them to give me my clothes?
Yeah, you have your clothes in hand. You paid for them.
I'm gonna like go look at something else. I love those guards notice of me while also
Give me that spell.
using 11 plus 5, 16. But as a precaution, I'm gonna cast minor illusion under my folded clothes that I'm carrying and make myself travel papers. Just in case. It lasts for a minute. So I'm gonna try that.
I got a 18.
Okay.
Um,
Did you want to buy one of the satchels?
A satchel?
It would be the price of a backpack.
sure. Perhaps look at something else.
Fancy man satchel. It's not a purse.
It's designed to keep papers dry. You could call it a satchel of dryness, but it's not magical. You could literally drop it in a lake and your papers will stay
The funny
dry.
thing is, I know the exact same spell he just used.
Fair enough.
So, does it look like the guard is watching me currently?
No, he's too busy actually reviewing somebody's paperwork.
Cool. Perception check. Is there anybody else watching me? 18.
None that you can tell.
Okay, then using my
Did you get to see the papers?
yeah, I assisted.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
So
You're right. Very good.
so being roguelike, I'm probably going to do the same thing, but obscure it with the clothing. So we both now and put my clothing into my new satchel.
It's a minor illusion.
Hmm?
Or did you buy a satchel?
I bought a satchel, yes.
Okay.
Buying a satchel, yes, sorry. That's another what gold? Yeah, strong. You just get the minor illusion cantrip for Shadow Arts. So it's like, oh, well, you know.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Shockley supposed to be here in this group, correct?
Yes, Shockley and Daskell.
And
No, Daskell was moving to the afternoon group, because afternoon group only has 3 people.
Joe,
So no, we don't have a rogue.
who needs a rogue when you got
Someone
the
with.
bald rogue?
I'm not bald.
All needs a bald.
No, no, they're not.
They're all bald unless you're a girl.
No, that's not how that works. Oh shit. You and your DM skill character sheet. Psh.
You know, I got it off Patreon.
He's got a Patreon now?
I didn't pay for it. I'm just saying. That's
Oh, okay. I paid for it. And now I paid for it and they took it down from the site, so I can't even download it anymore.
Wow,
Man.
really?
Yep.
You can find it. So he got in trouble from Wizards for using their their books and stuff to get their information to auto-populate it.
Oh.
So what I had to do,
Maybe we should not.
I got this in one of the forums that they posted in the comments, and then somebody else had the population book files separate, and you have to like import them into Adobe in order to get it all to work again.
I just really like this sheet because it's all extremely well laid
It's
out.
very neat, yeah.
Yeah. It's a 4-page sheet that makes perfect sense. Unless you do the familiar, then it's like a 5 or 6 page sheet that even has a familiar page. It really is.
So that happened, and I'm gonna try to like fucking.
Oh, I need to
my
figure
way
out how.
You're able to get your way out before he's able to look and say something.
Okay, a backpack is.
So my papers are gonna say that I came
Oh,
from
2 go.
my hometown to this place, which I don't know what my hometown's saying.
Then-
Well,
Because, you know,
it is.
we should also make sure.
Right there, the Viking one. Sure.
We should also make sure we populate it
Yeah.
with that we came from such and such places because we just arrived in town.
That's exactly why. I went.
Okay, we'll get here as soon as you can. Yep. Just get here as
That's
soon
a
as you
secret
can.
handshake.
Huh? This is a super secret operating.
So we know we're not skinwalkers.
Because nobody else would do that.
Well,
I asked it, you want to help me buy some other things?
Yeah.
Cool. Caltrops and ball bearings.
Where would we find caltrops and ball bearings?
A general store.
general store or a Schmitty?
Okay.
Hey, everyone's all like rogue stuff. I'm gonna do things. Everyone always forgets to buy the little shit. Like, you want to chase me? Cool. Make that DC 10 dexterity check, or you could not take it and only move at half speed while you wait.
Oh, I have ball bearings.
It's the little things the little prankster things that people forget rogues are known to do anymore. Anybody can do that. It's just
Pocket sand.
right. No. Damn it.
So, alright, you guys are in fact also able to swing by the general store and get your either ball bearings or caltrops or both. Actually, spend your gold.
We're down to 56. But now I have 1,000 ball bearings
I'm gonna buy
for £1.
I'll buy a pickaxe. Why? Because I buy one in every campaign.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not because we're in a mining town?
No, I buy one in every campaign, and everybody's like, man, I wish we had a pickaxe. And I'm like, what, like this one right here?
The only thing is, the pickaxe is actually twice the price of a normal pickaxe.
Because-
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Same thing with shovels.
Oh, man.
Tools of the mining trade.
Quite the price.
So we have a 3-man party now.
I once
If Joe and
Oh, right, no, 4-man party.
Joe's outside the town because he's a druid and he's dirty.
All right, he's not coming in.
I don't know.
I thought that's what he said at the
Yeah.
end of last session.
I tried to convince him and I failed.
Okay.
So that happened. So yeah, everybody's got fancy things, stuff, balls, pokey bits.
I didn't spot any before, but there's been new information come to light. I'm gonna see if I can't find any of the thief symbols again, if that's okay.
That's fine.
That one much better. That's 26.
Very good.
The legendary perception right there.
You're able to see a symbol that basically says this way.
For a good time.
All right. Finally, that way.
Only that way. You find a hidden stairwell.
Let's just keep following this guy. We're traveling together.
I see a hidden stairwell.
Do you go down it?
That may not be the time.
Yeah, he basically takes you to it. It's a very interestingly veiled stairwell.
Let's do it.
We're doing it?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
because
I was gonna come back and be like, let's come back with you. But, you know, we can do it now.
let's do this.
As you pass through the doorway, you hear a click click.
Okay.
Perception.
Yeah. What kind of click click?
The kind we don't want to hear.
Click click. Hello.
25.
25. Curiously enough, you are unable to find its location. But you definitely heard click click.
Click click. Well, you know.
Does that sound like a click click trap click click?
You don't know.
It's a 25.
I understand.
We didn't even look, so that's what we get. Yeah. Let's just keep moving.
All right.
What do we see in there?
So it goes down for a ways. You eventually get down to the bottom of the stairwell, and it opens up into a large room, almost like video game sewers,
Mm-hmm.
and it sprawls off into hallways underneath the township.
Interesting.
Oh, it's a whole lot.
It's very, you know. I smell anything?
Moisture. Because it's underground, it's holding warmth a good bit better than the surface.
Yeah, just warm down.
Um,
Warmish.
You wouldn't necessarily define it as warm, but
Warmer.
it's not cold enough to freeze all of the water.
Okay.
Like there's still some spots that are a little icy, but there's also puddles. Not deep, but it's just like that's melted water.
Push further.
No guts, no glory.
Wait, how many halls are there?
3 at the moment.
Which door?
First of all, we should make a map.
I'm not a happy kind of guy.
The map you want!
Oh yeah, I am the man. gonna start taking notes. Math bitch.
I have notes.
So,
Math notes.
two of the hallways tend to look like they go towards the outer edges of town.
Mhm.
One seems to go underneath the castle.
Yeah, let's do that one.
You want to go underneath the castle?
I mean, that's the only one that stays in the town. I don't want to go outside. It sucks out there.
No, it starts going towards the end of town, but you can't see down
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna assume that those are not as fun and maybe are escape tunnels, and I'm gonna go towards the castle.
Sure. Making perception checks all the fucking time.
What, trapeze?
Because the closer we get towards the castle, the more likely we get to the fact that the guards might know about these tunnels,
I'm gonna travel.
and they might have them guarded.
I'm traveling via stealth, and I'm gonna look.
Stealth and
That's an 11. And I'm gonna be looking for signs of
an 11.
Other things or people, living creatures.
There's evidence of rats.
Okay. It's like, rats.
Rats!
The trope is real, okay?
The massive rat.
We're going to the Baldur's Gate. We're going to go to the sewers to kill rats.
Dire rat.
Let's go to the wine cellar next. Old tropes.
You go for a little ways and you notice there's more sprawling hallways. It does seem like they do all seem to interconnect.
Okay.
Almost like some weird misshapen grid. And occasionally you hit rooms.
Rooms. Okay. Are they recently occupied, used type of rooms, or like old, nasty, musty rooms?
They aren't necessarily bad.
Okay.
They're not the best of conditions,
Mm.
but you can tell that the furniture is not rotten. It's very, very much so usable and used.
Okay.
In one of the rooms, you notice there is a very, very, very nice chest that has several chains locking it to the floor.
Change, you say. Perception. Are there traps connected to that shit?
Roll.
23.
23. Yes, there are many traps in this room.
Oh.
Hey, buddy. There's traps. There's lots of traps. You might not want to fuck with people's shit.
Yeah.
There's this thing called professional courtesy.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Fine. I'm marking it. The location of the scary chest and the
Shockley was here. He'd be like,
So-
we're doing it anyway.
So as you leave the room, you notice there's a note on the floor.
Yeah. What's it say?
Hello.
I'm gonna write on the note.
Okay.
Was it there when we came in?
No.
Hi. Hey, being ghosted. That's in character. Oh God, I hate being ghosted. And that's like, hey, by the way, I can one up you anytime I want. Fuck! So on a professional level, that's awesome. On a professional level, damn it!
Hi.
That was nice.
Just passing through. I like your place.
Well played. Well played.
Let's go back.
Just The fuming is real right now.
So I can
Hey,
change into
fuck
my
you
new
guys.
clothes. Go back to the room.
You gonna go back the way you came?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the.
Oh, as you leave, you hear.
Can I see it this time? 26.
No!
So it's either really fucking good or it's magic. But we're totally being watched right now. Is that a reasonable assumption?
Insight?
I forgot that
15.
even
Yes!
even amongst ourselves, we don't use magic in front of each other. So I was gonna do something, but
You just don't know yet.
yeah,
You can always ask.
be like, hey, are you a witch? I'm totally not a witch, but if you were a witch, I'd be cool.
Alexa, play gaming background music everywhere.
Dunga, dunga, dunga.
Reality show. Contemporary games show background music by various artists on Amazon Music, playing on the Everywhere group.
Yeah, I don't know why it stopped. And I don't know what this is, but I'll take it.
It's great. You're in it. You're being watched.
It's underground sewer music.
You know, there were some stellar rolls too. Fuck!
Yeah, it's like Ghostmates. It's like, yeah, you're not gonna be able to do it.
So
Means they got something that set them apart.
go back to my room. Change into my new clothes.
Thing out of the tunnel area.
Then do you still need bicep?
We both.
Okay. So I'm gonna get me some service, change into my new clothes, and then when it gets super late, I'm gonna attempt criminal contact.
You have advantage in your next roll. You got service.
Service bonus. Ding. You can kill them when they drop money.
This isn't Grand Theft Auto.
But the problem is, if Chuck had been here when you said that, he'd go do it.
Who's not that for? No, dang.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know.
You're talking about the guy who made a character eat brains.
So, you guys get it for night.
Okay.
But perception when you walk into the brothel.
What's that connection here? 23.
23. You notice several of the members who are gambling in the corner watch you as you walk in and watch you as you go up the steps. Doing an awfully mighty hard coming over there, AJ. So you can see the cogs turning.
So since I'm not where I thought I was or when. I'm gonna try after everybody thinks I'm asleep to contact my organization. The criminal contact.
Criminal contact?
Yeah.
So, how do you want to go about doing it?
Oh, because the whole thing is like, you know some people and connections and stuff.
You know no one here.
But I don't, but I have it, so I don't know.
So here's the thing, right? So sometimes you can do a drop.
Yeah, I'll like make a mark,
Like a dead drop,
Yeah.
a dead man's drop.
make a symbol, outside my window.
Yeah, mine's already come into play, my feature. Yeah, that was the whole thing, it was just it. Which is, you can find the city secrets, you can find the pathways that nobody else can find.
You
see the
definitely
things.
found it.
Oh, yeah, uh-huh. I mean, it's the kind of thing that's hidden in such a way that you're not supposed to find it unless you're a thief. That you have the training to find things that shouldn't be there. Apparently that drew some attention.
I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna try to contact my bar college and see if we can get some more information.
All right. I know the bars you met.
That some are capable of magic, or at least had been. Usually drawn, quartered, burned, alive, sometimes.
I'm selling myself as a sword runner.
Were we in my room when you came to have this conversation?
I would have told you right before I got into my room.
Okay, you mind if I, did you already have a prostitute in there when,
No, she's not a prostitute. Service member.
Service, smile, sadistic, sweet.
She provides smiles and warmth. Sometimes moisture.
And revenge on your next roll.
well rested?
Well rested. You didn't get any sleep, but you're well rested.
Feel like a new man.
Just like my real life.
You feel like a new man. Creature thing.
What you doing, AJ? You've been doing a lot of hardcore thinking. Talk to us.
Can you roll to think harder?
To roll the smack harder. And would that help?
No.
Well, I want to take him up on what he just said, but I can't because there's a person there.
Bethany.
She didn't have a name.
A lot of my NPCs are still unnamed.
That's not what I meant, but okay.
Hey, Shockley's finally on his way.
He missed the whole good shit, and he would have been all. He would have totally tried to open that chest too.
You should tell him we found a treasure in
Oh. By the way, buddy, you need to update your proficiency bonus.
I'm only 4.
Yeah. Oh, but right. Damn it! You missing the first session. How dare you?
All of these would be an extra +1 for the bard's thing.
Yeah, they'd be an extra +2. With expertise we get to.
But I mean, jack of all trades, like that would be 5.
Yeah. With Jack and Jill.
Athletics would be a whole 2.
Oh. Okay. I'm not going out into this town by myself when there are people who know we're fucking about with shit. I'm gonna go to my room.
Okay.
With no service.
Okay.
I need to try and commit all of this to memory. And I need to try to commit all the faces of the people who were watching us when we came in to memory. Is that a goal? An intelligence
Yeah.
roll? Or wisdom?
Memorization.
Intelligence.
13.
Okay.
It's not concrete, but it'll do.
When your services are finished, and she goes to leave, she passes you a note.
Oh, love letter. What does it say? You're amazing.
It says, you are one who has talents that are always useful. Sit at the bar in the morning.
How long is it before she leaves?
Smell it. It smells like rose petals. And ink. Fresh ink.
How long is it before he walks into his room to the time she leaves?
A little less than an hour.
Hey,
Yeah, there's no milk on. Oh, there's no. Oh, you say to me? I thought you were.
like knocking on your door.
Baby comes up and
Oh, okay.
you hear a knock on your door as you are just finally finishing wiping yourself off.
With the milk. I'm gonna check this out.
Son of a whore!
It smells like ass. And it's wet.
I'm glad these were my old clothes. Still freshly washed. Actually washed them. Oh, joy. So,
Actually, no, you probably still smell like sex because the bathhouse is in the back.
Oh, yeah, it's outside. Like, you know, it's very rustic. It's like very relaxing.
alright, so, a question for you. The question, I want to preface it with this. I'm not going to think any differently of you based on the answer.
Are you standing in the doorway or?
I am in his room, completely, door shut.
Okay, that's good.
So, I'm making sure there's no one eavesdropping.
Oh, that's a good idea.
21. Anybody eavesdropping?
Look around.
Hearing as well, you know?
You hear the music of the brothel downstairs.
I know you mentioned it.
Yes.
Some of those guys.
Thing
Super taboo.
Uh-huh.
that we don't do.
Glad to hear. Roll that deception, please. And I'll roll my insight.
7 plus 9 is 19.
I believe him! I rolled 3. I got an 11.
Arts don't do
No, he doesn't do magic.
that.
I know bards do magic,
His bards don't do magic.
or he doesn't do magic. Actually, no, the deception you were going for is we don't do magic. So whatever you were referring to, my character would assume would be bards. We can ask you about the bards.
Yeah.
So as far as my character is concerned, your bard college doesn't do magic. They're one of the good colleges. Let's go with it. I mean, that's what I have to infer about what his words were.
That was my words. Words.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Why you ask?
I don't know more about people I'm traveling with. I don't want to be stabbed in the back.
Those filthy magic users.
I don't use magic. I have a game. My character doesn't use magic. He uses things that replicate effects that magic does. But he does not use magic. He is not magic. And that's what he believes.
Before all of this, I was a tutor for spoiled rich kids.
Holy
Sword
shit.
fighting, poetry.
Oh, so you got to whip their asses on a regular basis. You were gentle.
Bask was asking, why is there only 2 people? And I said, because we're not here.
He didn't tell me it was for me. We had this road roast thing going.
Rough for us.
Right? We were like assisting perception on everything every time. No, it's over now. Because of Braun. Yeah. That wasn't beat. Oh, I could have beaten that. It just wasn't going to be easy.
Yeah.
Because that's my bonus. It was an 8 versus a 9. It was a roll off.
Roll off. I got right down the middle. At 10.
Oh, I did not.
So, that was unfortunate.
For what?
That exchange.
Yeah, I know. I really would have liked to have come to the understanding that, hey, you guys should know something.
I'm okay with that. I totally do that.
But I can't really expect you to trust your character to trust a complete stranger in this era either.
No, everybody's feeling witchcrafting everybody. Okay,
I
so.
hate this era so much. I almost just passed based on the era. I was like, ah.
Maybe you can help me with something.
What's that?
I want to try to forge us some papers.
Okay, yeah.
What have you?
I have all the ingredients. I don't know, you're kind of sneaky. You saw some of the papers along with
Yeah.
me, so maybe you can help me, make it as detailed as possible.
Sure. I can provide you assistance, I suppose.
Number 4?
Yeah.
That's an 18. 17.
That's
I don't know if there's something that I can use with you. There's a skill that would call me.
Sleight of hand.
23.
Okie dokie. So, yeah, you're able to make some really nice papers.
Nice.
Oh, the only thing you'd be missing is that seal.
There's a seal. Right? Yeah. I can't. I got wax, but I can't.
Well, you can. It's doable. You can manufacture a seal. It's not easy. And you're talking a 25 check, at least I would think. That's just my personal thought. But would your character try it?
No. More check.
So,
No, you know what? Yeah, we'd try to do something. Just, even if they just kind of glanced at our papers.
Okay.
Or they weren't that good at, inspecting them, Like they suck.
Like they just want to make sure you actually have your papers.
Yeah, we'll try our best to make a sequel.
Okay.
What's the roll for that?
23. What's your
Be deception, I think.
what is your
My
spell save DC?
15.
15. That's what I'm gonna set your paperwork at.
Okay. That's fair.
And I can assist him?
I'm literally just setting it at that.
So like if somebody looks at our paper.
So if somebody actually looks at his paperwork, they need to make a DC 15 investigation check.
Or they don't see through it. Meaning it might not hold up under a lot of scrutiny, but a quick glance.
Quick glance, is it just common guard? Probably.
Captain, we're fine.
Maybe even captain. Put it this way. Oh, if a captain had to look at it, it means somebody already suspects you for something. You're sitting in a cell already.
He has all the time in the world to keep going until he makes that save. Eventually, he'll roll a 15 or higher. Regardless of what his resist roll is, he'll roll a 15 or higher.
Yeah, I don't have to worry.
No? What did you get instead? That when you used that the blade stuff you got instead?
Yeah.
Just asking.
Yeah. Alright. Let's play it.
I'm just really surprised Joe's not here. I thought of anyone, he'd be the one on time.
Yeah, I called him, but he didn't pick up.
He's either busy or he forgot. Or he had an airman have a DUI overnight or something.
Poor guy's playing with the worst there.
I don't know half the stories you guys do, so. But we will carry on. It's just the two of us then. So what,
Yeah.
what do we want to look into?
Well, I've attempted to contact my college. I've got nothing so far. Of course, I can just stay. But I was handed this note.
I could reach out to some people. How the fuck would I reach out to people?
That's a good question.
I've looked for symbols. I rolled a 25 on symbols.
What's crazy is nothing really seems to stick out. And there was that one that you caught, like that. It was just a vague hint.
Go this way.
And that's what ended up leading you to the stairwell.
So, I'll explain. So the reason I went to the stairwell is because I saw the symbol that said go this way.
Which, by the way, it looks similar to a symbol you once knew.
But it's not the same.
It's not, definitely not the same.
So that was my interpretation of it. It's not the same symbol. So I don't really know.
I don't know if it has anything to do with, people following us and making notes. But I got this other note just a minute ago, and I've been invited to breakfast, basically.
All right. So here's the question. If you've been invited to breakfast, do you need to go to breakfast sitting by yourself, or do you think another person will scare them off?
I'm pretty sure they know we're together, so.
Okay.
Pretend you're still a four-man group.
Yeah.
Well, we'll imagine everyone was there, it's just they were unfounded wandering behind you.
That's a lot of.
Like, let's sit at the table with the crayons. We're gonna do big boy stuff. Okay. Joe's outside.
So here's my thing. We can go out, we can go try to find out more. But we can wait and see what we learn tomorrow.
So we wait and see what we find tomorrow. I'm sleepy.
That's fine. Because you don't. Guild's not gonna come to us. We're gonna have to go to them. We don't learn anything. If there is a guild, there's almost always a guild. Alright, see you in the morning. All the thinking.
You guys get a well-rested sleep.
Well rested.
At point of order, werewolves can't be well rested.
You get a well-rested sleep. You just don't benefit from it.
There we go. Skyrim jokes, great.
So, you wake up, you hear food bell.
Food bell. I go sit at the bar then.
So for the next hour, they're serving breakfast.
All right, going to the bar, sitting next to my bard, not magical friend here. My tutor friend.
So as you guys are sitting there, barkeep serves you food, sitting there. Everybody kind of seems to be doing their thing. And as she comes up, collects your plates and leaves a note for Bum Bum.
Like distinctly put in front of Bon Bon and not the two of us.
But it's there.
Okay.
I'm just like,
He made contact, so I know we're being watched. So I'm not gonna take the note out from underneath him.
takes a peek. Is it just like a folded piece of paper?
Yeah, old piece of paper. Well, it's a fairly ornate piece of paper. And on it says he's running a little late. Come back before lunch. On this, you notice the watermark of the inn.
Interesting.
Right. In my head, not out loud. The player had pretty much figured this out already, but the character was like, no, we might have to go find it. Because he's a fucking idiot. He's got an intelligence of 12.
Also-
I'm more intelligent than my character.
Also, remember, the era you're in, you were just given a piece of paper that has a watermark.
Yep. We're not used to that, are we?
No!
Got it!
You're doing this, going, the fuck is this?
Hey, buddy, I don't know if you missed this, but see that? I've never seen that before. You ever seen that before with all your fancy tutor? We bonded, it's cool.
No.
So you don't know what that is?
Is it?
It looks like somebody had inked it, right? But,
Inked it between the pieces of the papyrus.
yeah.
It's not magical. Cool.
Non-magical, it's incredibly nice. And, doing that, like, moment of, like, lords and nobles would have
Field days.
wet themselves over having something as sweet and wonderful and nice as this. And she just wrote a common note and was like, here you go. Nonchalant, sticky note, here you are.
Do I need to roll on insight to realize how, how common that was?
This is the first time you've ever seen this before.
I mean, with the fact that you just wrote on it and didn't seem to care and it was not important to her.
This is extremely uncommon. You don't have to roll for that.
Cool.
It's disturbing the fact that somebody could waste such a wonderful and beautiful piece of paper, and yet here it is.
So I'm gonna write a letter, attach,
On your peasant paper.
attach some common clothes I bought, and detailing what we found yesterday as much as possible.
Yep.
The fact that the guards are searching people's papers, things like that.
It's either routine or they're looking for someone.
And then I want to find
Come in.
some messenger or something to
Have come.
find Joe.
Whoa.
This is so you don't
You missed
stand
it.
up much because we look like weirdos. Here's some clothes.
We missed the good shit, man.
This is outside. And I'm not going.
I like missing the good shit, alright? I'm here for the average shit. What's up?
There won't be any of that today.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Hey, sit on the side.
Yeah, sit on the sides, because
I
camera's
told
there
you-
now.
I told you somebody was gonna try to do it. Like.
Yeah, you have to sit on the sides now. We're gonna designate where you can and cannot sit.
The sadness deep in my heart.
You don't have a heart.
Come on.
You're in the Air Force.
Hey, Kingdom Hearts told me I could have a heart. By the way, that's
Kingdom
my
Hearts is
thing.
also a Disney story.
I got the whole like 1.5 and 2.5, and I got the $100 back.
Have you beaten 3 already?
No.
Did you beat
Don't.
all 16 games? Because that's the only way the story makes sense, even though.
I know.
That is not, that is
The
not the
story
case.
doesn't exist.
Before like 358 over 2, I know who the fuck Roxas was. I played 2 like years ago. I was like, who the fuck is this blonde-haired kid? Why is he relevant? That's not Sora. And then they told me this is Sora. I was like, how the fuck is that Sora?
Oh, that's how it's Sora.
Okay.
It's a worse story than Metal Gear.
It is not a worse story than Metal Gear, but okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
No,
the scrolling is real. Let's continue.
he caused it.
Yeah.
All lies. I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
So,
Mind Flayer boy.
you just,
Okay.
alright. So, to quickly try to catch you up, you guys came to town overnight. They went and they got some normal looking clothes, because your shit looks old as shit.
You look like Renaissance actors.
Yeah. And,
The story was long.
We didn't have a story.
you don't have a story. Yeah, it's like, hey, your shit.
I thought if someone asked, you know.
Yeah. No, there was a comment made, and my mom was like, yeah, people like to try to keep it retro. And then they went and got updated clothes. You guys noticed guards are checking everybody's papers. Bonbon forged everybody some papers.
Okay.
And
Get it, huh?
AJ found a secret symbol that led to a hidden stairwell that led to tunnels underneath the city, which led to a room that had a chest in it, but the room was full of traps and evidently very dangerous. So it was a safe decision to go ahead and just leave. And as you guys were leaving, you had a note on the floor that said hi. Or hello, it said hello. Bonbon wrote hi back. And then you left. As you entered, you heard click, click. As you left, you heard click, click. Then when you got back to the brothel and inn, the party of dudes who were gambling earlier, a fair amount of them were staring at you guys and watching you as you came in and then went upstairs to your rooms.
What? Free.
Take note, it's too cold a day to stay at this brothel and inn. It comes with food, bed, bath, and service.
Okay.
This is such a weird song. Alexa, next.
Also, I really tried to make the perception checks on these guys, like 1, 25, 46.
Negative.
No. I'm making legendary checks and they're beating me. They are not to be trifled with at all.
Sweet dreams.
Alexa, next song. Yeah, I'm not okay with this.
Yes,
This is tough.
Hey, it's really retro.
Still going.
So it's just
Alexa,
Type
next.
of shit you'd hear at a pharmacy.
This is how the robot operates.
Right?
Alexa,
Play gaming background music everywhere. God damn it. Alexa, play gaming background music everywhere.
She's like
Play
negative.
background music on the Everywhere group.
There we go. This is what I wanted originally.
this is what we had originally.
I mean, it stopped, and then when I asked it again, it started playing another set of music. And I'm like, okay, we'll give this a shot. And then it's PBS time.
Elevator music, ho.
Yeah,
Are
right?
we level 5?
Yeah.
We are.
Hey, I was here for the last session.
I'm level 4. So, what am I gonna do with the rest of my day now?
We gotta wait until around noon for the guy.
So Bonbon got a note saying to come down for breakfast in the morning. He came down for breakfast in the morning, And the bartender handed Bonbon a note and said, "Hey, he's running late. Come back before lunch."
Okay.
And it was a very, very fancy piece of paper as a watermark.
Well, damn, Bonbon. Getting this interest, huh? It's nice.
He's barred. He's getting the intrigue.
I get it.
Don't know what I did.
What's sexy?
I'm
That's what you did.
I'm finding the things.
I didn't find anything.
He accepted the service.
Ooh.
Questions.
Yes.
Have you guys seen that mod, the Skyrim mod that they
That
finally released?
scrolling conversation that has nothing to do with the game.
I just had to ask, man.
So I'm gonna spend the time in the inn, I guess, and I'm gonna schmooze with service people.
Service
Playing-
people.
Playing songs, telling them stories, maybe trying to hear what kind of stories are.
What kind of stories are you trying to tell?
You know, cool guy adventure stories about this cool guy right here.
Yourself?
Yeah,
You talking about when you fought get the Yetis?
the Yetis, you know,
Okay.
how I used to work for royalty.
You mentioned royalty's name.
No, just the region. Where I come from.
Oh,
Yeah, how'd that map go along? Did you do anything more with the map?
No, because we just got here.
Also, we made a map of the areas we explored.
well, you've been here
down
for a
below.
day now.
So
Yeah, but I'm waiting for this guy to send cryptic messages. So I'm kind of like, I'll get back to the map thing.
Who are those map people in
What
like
you guys
old
call us,
time,
I need to grab my coffee.
medieval times?
Cartographers?
Photographers. Did you guys see any shops around there? Photography shops?
I did not notice any. But also, I wasn't looking. I was like, we need to get close. We don't look like weirdos.
True. Too true. Oh, God.
I did not prepare maps for like the inner city and whatnot, so you just have to use your imagination.
somebody
Yeah, I
shoot
wanna-
SpongeBob.
Fucking rainbows.
I want to see what kind of like stories and maybe like news bits. I almost did.
This is why we can't have nice things, okay?
You're barred, and I want you to make a legend lord roll.
What the fuck is that?
It's a level 5 spell you don't have yet.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Alright,
I almost took it just so I could feel like I
Alright,
thought it
so
was cheating.
history.
Oh! That's a 6. Will I still have advantage on my next roll?
Can I have this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Service! 19. Fuck yeah.
In your conversation, I need to find my fucking.
What, the thing you showed me? The cards?
I have a card that has information. It's not for player eyes. Because if the player sees it, the eyes of their character will burn out and their brain will explode.
Oh, is that card a Cthulhu?
That was
No, this was your note for you.
No!
Thank God. Is it that one right there?
No,
That one's adorable. That's the symbol of the inn. It is wonderful and amazing.
because this basically. Well, yeah, this actually would still also technically make your character's eyes explode and brain explode because it has some secret information on it.
That's interesting. Interesting indeed.
Now I know.
That's frustrating me because I had like titled things and now I don't have my titles and it makes me sad. Don't take that. It's an company I got.
Yeah, I took a picture of it.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, if you want it, you make it. But it's upsetting because I had really cool names for things.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't know where it is.
Oh. You guys play Chain of Memories?
No.
It's so fucking
I didn't have a handheld, so, and I don't have a PS4, so I have an Xbox, which didn't get the port. That's fine. I've learned enough about gender memories to know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
See, I'm one of those weird people. I can follow the story of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, it takes extra work.
I'm sorry. I've read the Wheel of Time.
That's what I mean.
I can
It
follow.
takes like extracurricular reading to get the story. I don't know about that.
I am. I'm about to
For some
research.
things, I am, but that shit has Daffy Duck in it.
Like-
So
No,
same thing.
they're not.
They don't wear pants.
They're not the same thing, and one can't heal you to save a soul. I'm not wrong, Shockley.
I don't see color.
You don't see color.
I'm just gonna read it. Hopefully I remember it right.
So, there's a question.
I have an answer.
There we
I
go.
don't know how to read this basis. So like, age, year, month doesn't make sense for that part, unless their calendars are different. And then day, and then I don't know what comes after day. What time it is?
That's why it's confusing.
Do they write it in military format, like different than everybody else, because they're special?
I'm also gonna look around because I observe it, so I'm gonna start reading lips of various people. See if I catch anything good going on while you're doing that.
Yeah, I think you, me, and Joe all have observed. Why? I don't know, because it's fun.
I'm going to
It's
dig it.
fun.
Really, I took
I took the stat increase to get a 20
So you're there listening to the conversations.
Hmm.
I want you to make an insight roll on this conversation.
All about it. 310. Sounds like the sadness deep in my soul.
You could use inspiration if you think it's important. You have inspiration.
Zero inspiration. I am not inspired.
Sorry to hear that you have no inspiration.
Yeah, made me sad. Yeah. So. Is there any pretty girls in there? Are we in tavern?
Yeah, it's a brothel.
Oh,
It's an inn and brothel.
Get on
That's
my-
why you totally failed your check right there. He was like, holy shit.
Distracted.
They're getting distracted by you, so I'm distracting the groups.
He does have a 20 charisma. Yeah.
Can I make a perception check to see if there's any powerful people in the brothel right now?
Powerful people.
Like,
Using 1%.
obviously, like nobles or people that would be in power, that would have like wealthier clothes. Other than him.
In all reality, technically, most everyone's wearing much nicer clothes than you. The folks in the corner who've been gambling this entire time, so like since you got here, like a few of them rotated some seats, but it's like their spot, and they gamble constantly. Although it doesn't seem like they're moving like massive amounts of coin, they're constantly moving coin. In your conversations, you notice that they paraphrase the year of the king. Yeah. Like you're drawing out that it is the year of the king.
Okay.
However, from what you remember,
Mhm.
You remember it was the 5th age of the Queen and the 30th year of the age. So it's curious that they would be referencing now as it being the year of the King.
So the numbers here, second, first, 251st, second, fifth. Where are those numbers?
Will you keep in conversation? Because in lieu of how they reference time, is they're using different words and it doesn't seem right.
Okay.
And that's why everything's so goofy. It's like, wait, what? But you also don't want it to stick out, so you just kind of go with it.
Okay.
Because if I said it's 2019 and you went, what is that? It would definitely seem really fucking weird real fast. So you just kind of go with it and go, yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. Sure.
Ding, 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 ding. So within their date references, they keep saying something like 251, somewhere in there, and like, and then Age of King. Like, what? But you don't say what? Yeah.
Like, yeah. That's what I'll be doing until lunchtime.
Okay. There's somebody who comes up from a set of stairs,
Okay.
and he sits at the bar.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna excuse myself and go sit next to him.
He waves over the barmaid and asks for 2.
I'm gonna go gamble.
Okay, 1.
I've been waiting for this meeting as well, so.
You follow up and say,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Once I'm told to leave, it's,
do you sit down on the other side of him, or do you sit down on the other side of Bon Bon?
sit on the other side of Bon Bon. It's not wise to keep, so, especially if they are who I think they are. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
He downs 1.
Who's
Yeah,
trash?
just
I use Sam.
you take the other one.
Yeah.
Okay. And contract. Just contract.
9.
You get like a third way in.
Hard liquor.
Yeah. He leans back and says, there's a place east of town. It's very recognizable. It's a good place to earn a lot of money. If someone was looking to do such a thing. Tomorrow, sundown. And he gets up and he leaves.
Interesting. What does it look like?
Yeah. Trying to commit that to memory.
He wears extremely dark leather armor with a green cloak.
They're not.
On the back of it, it has a tan tree that's bare.
Neca tree?
Mecha tree.
I'm not quite sure. The cloak is the leaves. Nailed it. I'm not quite sure. It's the same symbol as this one gave.
Thunder.
Tomorrow night, you said?
Tomorrow night, sundown, east, at a very recognizable place.
How's our coinage that we came in with? Because I'm assuming those are old ass coins.
They are.
Complaining when I go
Yeah, it's actually, I think I did that for the other group, I forgot to do that for you. When you hand them the coin, they look at it, and they flip it back and forth half a second, take a bite into it, and go. However, when you're getting change, you'll notice that the symbols on the coins completely different and even different shape. Your old symbols are the symbols of the old government, that empire. These coins are the empire.
Okay.
And they're like heavy coins too. What you have is almost considered light. You just have some dirt.
Some dirt.
Can that see our faces? Good.
I'm gonna ask the ladies where I can find the library and the local cartographer.
Oh, well, the local cartographer is in the library.
Perfecto.
There is a small library here in the outskirts, but the nobles library is within the castle.
I'll save that for later. I'll check out this one.
Okay, we have plenty of time. Get over there and hang out. It's not bad. It's it's almost like a small guild hall size. Waiting for Spanky. Simply enough, you walk in, you can see that there's it's like a register area kind of thing. Plenty of books to check out or buy. Very, very, from your memory of things, this is fairly high end. And they're considering this the low end one.
I want to go ask the clerk about some books related to religion.
What religion are you looking for?
The local religion.
The most common one currently is this one of our god, the Emperor.
God Emperor.
Ooh. Ask her if I can check it out. Like, you know.
No, you can have it. If you do not have a copy of the Bible, you should have one.
Thank you. In my backpack. Alright. How long are we gonna be here? I go and ask you.
So we just went to the local library.
Okay.
Firstly, I want to speak with their cartographer.
It's the lady behind the counter. My dad does most of the maps, but I can help you out.
Cool. Ask her what her father's name is.
She gives you dad's name.
Dad's name.
I was just wondering if it was the cartographer that we met in the village, if you moved over to this one.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna show her my old ass maps. And
She Ghostface.
Last over, a little there.
Yeah. Where did you find this? Where did you find this? Wait, shut up. She runs to the door, closes it, and locks it.
Did she take the map with?
No, she left it on the counter. She stops and says, please, I must have your time.
Oh.
She hands you 5 gold and says, please, give me a few hours. I need to copy this. 5 gold's a day wage.
Yeah.
She paid you a day's wage to stand here for a few hours and let her copy your map.
While we do research on books anyway.
Yeah, so I actually would like to look at some of your maps.
Turns, snuffles through, and pulls out a box.
Pile of maps.
Pile of maps. She sets them on the counter and then grabs yours and turns around, opens up the door to a back room, and sits down.
Okay, well, I'm
Was that all of the maps?
I'm gonna assist you.
I'm
Because
gonna
we're both
look for the
cartographers.
local maps of the area.
Yeah.
See if I can figure out where that guy wants us to go. And then, yeah, I'm gonna make like a rough map of where we're at. I don't wanna get like too
Yeah.
into the details.
There are heavy details in these maps. However, you notice that just outside the city, there's a few small villages, but there is one notable defense tower that is annotated as ruins.
This is probably it. I'll make note. I wanna see if she has maps of my homeland.
School.
School.
She like half waves her hand and goes, yeah, there's some regional maps in there. Can you read this language?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. Of course.
The playing our hand is real.
Wondering if we might borrow a history book or two.
You definitely find it.
And survival books too.
Survive.
Well, I just wanted to know about the surveys of the animal wildlife and the plant life in the area.
So, in the history section, you find a considerable section that references the first epic of man.
Epic of Man.
Smokes. So eat that.
The first epic of Man, what is it talks about? Maybe type out and just get a gist of it.
Yeah, like you find an entire section called the first epic of man.
Okay, the
Yeah.
entire section.
Yeah.
Here, you take a shelf.
So what I'm gonna do is, this is a lot of information, I'm gonna go and help her with her map. I'm gonna take another sheet of paper. I can't read. She can't read the language of my area. And I can't necessarily read hers, right?
That's what it feels like. Yeah.
Okay.
How do we read the notes people gave us?
No. There aren't separate languages. However, the terms and phrases have changed.
Oh, like slang.
Dramatically. Yeah.
Like slang.
Um,
changes, okay.
Like, imagine somebody from America never having heard the accent of Europeans and going over there for the first time, and they use common phrases, and then you go like, what?
I'm gonna help her.
And some of the
Why?
terms and phrases they use.
What are you doing here, man?
Fucking late.
Well, Joe's not here. He noticed Shockley wasn't here. He's like, what? He messaged me like, why you only got 2 people? And I'm like, because you're not here.
You have missed a lot.
Yeah, I kind of assumed as much.
Did you watch any of the video to catch up at all, or?
No, I literally turned it on so that people were like, that's a problem.
So,
I'm gonna help her with that. But I'm gonna ask that she give me some of her time.
cool. So you're trying to help her with the Matthew Venom?
Yeah.
You actually don't know that language yourself.
Oh, that's the one she was talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I can't show you my notes.
Well, I mean, you can. Our eyes will burst into flame, but. It's all right.
By the way, you guys are still welcome to come over. We're still possibly gonna do D&D after next time.
I actually don't think I have any more.
I might
I don't know what we'll be doing, but
I hope you still have your copy. I don't need your copy.
So, I'm gonna ask her.
Get me covered.
your camera for setting in pieces up.
You have to sit here.
I have to.
Because the camera. They understand streaming mentality.
I wanted him to die.
Ask her to find something for me to, if I were to keep it, the history of it. Something like that, and give me a few moments with notes, and I will transcribe everything.
What's wrong with your lights?
Oh.
But I need
So I already had the existing issue. I fell like 2 times yesterday. I got big mess.
Okay.
Bruising on the side of my leg.
She walks over to the aisle that they're basically in.
Okay.
I still got hurt.
Close the door.
I slipped off the truck when I was trying to get down. If I see her, I'm gonna ask her for a dictionary because there's some big words.
Yeah, she gets a dictionary.
It's no one's fault. I just took a stab.
Big ass murder.
The center part of my food is purple.
And that's where I landed right at the I noticed it slid my leg out from underneath me. Then I crack open the book of religion and I get out of it.
Okay. All right. Well, she goes to take the time with explaining the first epic of man. You missed it.
I'm assuming I did.
You weren't originally planning to be here.
So, she goes through the first epic of man, and she eventually gets up to the 5th age of the Queen.
Okay.
She glosses over some events that you remember.
Okay.
And then she goes on to explain the 6th, and the 7th, the 8th age, the 9th age, up to the 20th age, and then the turn of the epic. And we are currently in the first age of ice and the 251st year of the king.
That's some time.
How long did she goes into how long each of these ages were?
Roughly 500 years
Each age was 500 years.
roughly.
Oh, God.
So what you're telling me is we're 7,500 plus years from our timeline, assuming any of us were from the same timeline, from the same age.
You remember you're from the age of the queen.
Right.
Oh, my God. Ancient. We're ancient.
Fuckery.
We can drink.
We're the oldest. How do the oldest humans ever?
That we know of. Fucking, this ritual has been going on.
We don't know that. We don't know.
They were pretty prepared.
We don't know this wasn't the first time.
We know that it wasn't the first time.
what happened to us could have been the first time. We don't know that what happened to us happened to other people. We know that they went through a similar ordeal, but at some point, something occurred.
Hey man, I'm just going to take it from my logic that they summoned us, and I don't know what the whole abilities of this fucking ritual were. My assuming is it's going to be similar to our situation.
There we go. You're super.
Yes, I'm going to assume. My character is assuming right now. He doesn't know what's going on, and he's trying to make logic of it. And that's the logical point they would put. Silly.
Yeah, I did that for Lady Bitch.
You did that for Lady Bitch?
This is not even the weirdest thing that happens between the two of us, I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
I tried to make him just.
Do you want to just
Okay,
keep
we
that?
are streaming it on YouTube.
If you
I didn't say.
You can keep that. I can copy it. So if you want to try to translate some things, you can.
Let me teach you how to stream properly.
No, it's this stream etiquette is something that takes time to learn.
Don't worry.
Hence why I'm saying.
She now has her copy. For all the answers on it. She goes to explain that nothing north of the city of Ire has been in mass for many, many, many years. Why? History turned into lore, lore into legend, legend into myth.
You know from the journal, because I read it to you guys, the collector, the humans are shitty and they kept to themselves. That's exactly what Darwin said.
There were so many wars that tore our nation apart, and so much knowledge lost.
In the timeline, the wars didn't line up either. Public knowledge doesn't line up with facts. That's what the journal, he's just saying what it said in the journal.
So Catholicism.
I have this book of religion right now. We're about to see it.
It's like heavily worshiping the current king.
How long has this king lived?
Over 200 years now.
251.
And he's human. He's God.
He is referenced as the God King.
Does it reference his powers? Like, outline of his powers, or is it just saying he do everything?
It says that his sheer words will heal you and bring you to the light.
We're healing.
He can command his enemies to lay and die.
Suggestion.
So, put down words of power.
He'll rain hellfire from the sky,
Okay.
and he will bring knives upon your head.
Love the daggers.
Even the Lord Mages will bend the knee.
Very.
Very. For godlike being. Just remember, not a game. Remember, magic is just technology you don't understand.
Wait. 10th level spells question mark.
Epic level character. Go. Question.
No, that was me. You don't know shit about this.
Exclamation point. Semicolon.
Does it say anything about like bishops or the way that his religion's set up, other than him being like the head? If there's any
Hierarchy.
He has bishops and vassals that go about. Usually there's regents that will reside over the cities.
That's cool. There's a chair right there, buddy.
I'm not part of the stream right now.
I thought you were joining a game.
Oh, am I joining?
Yeah, that's why we thought.
Completely up to you.
You can.
You decide what group you're in.
I don't know.
You've
It's
been
3-3 currently, and I don't know. You're fine.
Well,
You just sit on the side for both groups then.
Just be ugly. Oh, okay.
I thought that was your thing, Sean.
They both.
Oh,
Oh, currently
No, trust me, you can't handle this. I couldn't handle this.
Play both. Does
I could.
anywhere in this religion
I only got
talk
2 more
about power?
sessions, so I mean, if you want, yeah.
Screw it, why not?
Does anywhere in this religion talk about its power so big, bigger than any
No.
country?
Are you talking about using the castle?
Is that a fucking
Ire.
castle? Wow.
The city of Ire?
Yeah.
Yeah, does it talk about the city of Ire at all?
No. It won't.
Or if it does, it doesn't say it by that name.
Or any reference to it?
The reference of the north would be the Iceland of hell, in which no man should trespass, but only if you wish to die.
Oh shit, that's where my paper sale
Have you been translating?
Just flip my character sheets around, get the right one.
How that's up
Just play Torrent. It's cool, man.
It's up here between the Death
No.
Balls and the Land of Dragon.
Actually, you're probably right. I should not play for this.
That means you want to kill the whole party, because that's how you decide to kill the whole party.
I look for references for any
I know
major
Torrent.
battles, I guess, or anything.
Oh, there's a plethora of major battles.
Anything that references the journal, those battles.
The journal?
Yeah, I have Darwin to travel with journal. Yeah, I would get Darwin.
Oh yeah,
I'm
Darwin talks about the current Bible. There's the only thing is that he references it as a very, very new book. Your conversation with
I'm actually
the,
supporting the comic book.
the
Librarian?
librarian
I
is
haven't
that
been
this is
able
an
to
old
take
book.
time to talk to like anything really in like a month now. We will play soon, I promise. I haven't played this and I need to.
Last year, there's anything cool.
Older than the Bible.
Yeah, the current
Um,
If you guys.
a lot of the books that we have are copies of some of the originals. A lot of history books that have been written are based off of very, very old documents that no one's allowed to touch anymore.
Okay.
The king keeps them.
Alright. So, I'm gonna make a note here, King of the Library.
So if I understand this correctly, if I understand this correctly, all of this information comes from the king.
No, they come from the documents that the king keeps.
Okay. So they come from the documents that the king keeps. No one is allowed to see but the king.
Anymore, anyway.
Got it.
I never in this town pull out this journal that
Ever.
unless I'm alone.
Hi.
Hi, I'm missing a lot of information. I just randomly joined into that group.
Just quick jib. You guys got into town. You went and got some replacement clothes, so you'll have updated clothes.
Okay.
You have a satchel and you have forged papers of the current time. You've been staying at the Dark Fox Inn, in brothel. It's 2 gold a day. It comes with food, bed, bath, and service. Amidst your traveling around, AJ found a symbol that took you down some steps. Very hidden path. As you walked through the door, you heard a click, click. You eventually went down these tunnels, found a room, this room being full of traps. You kind of went, oh shit, let's not be here. And you turned around, as you go into the hallway, you found a note that wasn't there when you went in.
That's horrifying.
It said hello. Just hello.
I play board games like this.
And Lonnie spent the next 5 minutes going, fuck you guys!
Bumban wrote, hi back.
Oh, you respond.
You guys left. When you got back to the inn in Brotha, the guys that were in leather armor sitting around a table gambling the entire time when you first came in, a chunk of them were staring you down as you came in and decided to go to bed.
Yeah, that's unsettling.
In the morning, Bumban told you that he was given a note to come down for breakfast. The bartender gave him another note. It's extremely nice, very, very high, well-endowed note. That just said he's running late. Come back before lunch. He came back before lunch. Guy sits down. Gave Bonbon a very cryptic message, and then left.
Okay.
That's right. And then now that it's a new day, I think, or no, same day.
library.
Decided to go to the library to try to dig up some more information.
Okay.
Bonbon was like, "Hey, do you have any maps in the local area?" And he laid down this ancient map, and librarian freaked the fuck out. Ran over, locked door, asked if she could make a copy, gave him 5 gold, basically a day's wage, to just stand here for a few hours to let her copy it.
That's some fair.
Bonbon told her that he could translate the language if he just needed a moment of privacy. Then she's like, "Okay, I accept that."
Okay.
And currently, you guys are looking at world history, right?
Okay.
While Bonbon's doing that, she came out to explain a few things. She said this entire section is the first epic of man. This is the first time you've ever heard that phrase. She starts to explain the ages as they went on, and she makes a reference to the age of the queen, which that's what you remember it being. That's the date you remember.
Okay.
At the bottom, at the bar, you learned the current date.
Mhm. Okay. That's a little strange, but all right.
Okay. Now, as she goes to explain, then she goes to explain the 6th age, the 7th age, the 8th age, all the way to 20.
Oh, okay.
We are currently in the second epic of man.
That's a lot of ages.
It is currently the first age of ice, the 251st year of the king, the 2nd month of this year, the 5th day.
It's a long time, isn't it?
Very long time. 7,500 years plus, because each age was roughly 500 years.
Cool. We're old as shit.
And the king is 250 years old. The God King. Who, as far as we can tell, is a really powerful out of game, a really powerful mage, or a god level being. Who should probably not be fucked with. The neon warning sign is held high. This is not the direction to go, guys. Assassinating the king's a bad plan.
Let's rub.
You have an assassin though, I'm just saying.
Well, but as Shockley has been doing some research, do you share information with the party at all?
I haven't yet. I was still acquiring more.
Okay.
I was going to do it when we do like our own briefing.
You'll find that the final end to each war was the will of the king.
By the will of the king.
Nice.
That's why the entire nation is unified under the empire.
Where are we?
4. If you missed a session, you're 4. If you've been to every session, you're 5.
I've been to every session. I think I forgot to level up.
Do it after session.
Yeah, I will. I'll have time.
I'll come right here.
Okay.
And we got that.
In my defense,
You didn't know you were playing. I understand.
I kept doing that. It's up to you.
I asked you.
I'm not going to tell you which group you want to be a part of.
you should definitely do that because I'm indecisive anyway.
Oh, you're here now.
Okay, I think we're talking.
Yeah, I see the doctor yesterday, so I was distracted.
What happened?
So,
You okay?
Yeah, he prescribed me medicine for my back. I gotta go see him tomorrow.
You need a putter.
you're gonna say you're fucking crazy. Man. You probably love you just the same.
Yeah, I finally told him about the depression and all that other stuff.
Oh, it's good that you're getting some kind of help. And hey, personal experience, hanging out with people helps. If you ever need to hang out with somebody.
Dude, you're always welcome. Hunter.
Yeah.
Like I saw it, I was like, oh shit, I forgot.
You're always welcome to hang out.
Yeah.
Come over. Video game, masturbate, whatever you want to do.
Even if you just want to come over and troll me because you know it's easy.
It's my leg. Well, it's looking sexy.
Yeah.
He never comes over.
I can't.
I see how it is.
You can't help it?
I thought we had something as necromancers. What the fuck? Stop.
Me and it now.
You're done.
All right.
Sorry.
So, you guys do a whole bunch of research, and it's like an overwhelming amount of knowledge, and it's like half unbelievable, ridiculous. I'm waiting for players to get back to me. That was my like.
Oh, well, I know nothing. Yeah, I know what you've told me so far. That's it. It's awesome.
You're in a library.
Okay, cool.
I mean, that's
some
not
was research into this as well, but I mean, I've got an intelligence of 12, so
I did above average.
yeah, barely.
I'm gonna go look at a book.
It's not a barely.
I'm gonna go look at a book. Okay?
Barely
I'm
would
just
be.
gonna pull a random one off the shelf.
Okay.
What do I find?
Story time.
Story time.
Story time. Story time. He was walking alone in the park.
Books of
Can I even read the book? I mean, that's
yeah.
real time.
That's just,
Oh, okay.
it's in your language. However, again, you keep hitting moments of where it's like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Toad in a stool?
So I came across the phrase toad in the stool.
Like, you have those moments like, this just doesn't make sense. Because it'd be common,
Yeah.
it's in common, but it's the terminology or not.
So they're looking at history, right?
Yeah.
Where's Chelsea? I don't know what would be good for me to look
So
into.
so this is the
Hardware library. Got it.
It's between decimals.
That's what's running the slow day.
It's okay. There be books here.
Do you find anything about? I'm just gonna
Uh,
get our rolls.
He has all like great maps, and they've been looking at local area and like looking at stuff. Oh, in the north of Vinterberry, in the mountain line, there's a mine where they are currently mining obsidian.
Okay.
Extremely strange thing to be mining. It's only obsidian,
Dragon
and
Glass.
a lot of it.
Well, you're not wrong.
I mean, it is what it is. It's caused by heat. It's a lot of heat and pressure.
Penis.
Ooh, how about that? I'll look into the history of why they would choose obsidian and try to see if it can connect dots.
It is naturally formed dragon's bane.
Dragon's Bane.
Dragon's bane.
Okay. What does that mean to me?
Nothing.
Gonna look for anything on the city. I can't find it on our map. It's my home.
You said it was north. The mining was northwest.
North.
Just straight north.
Straight north.
You're sexy.
It's in mountain range.
Full of sexy people.
You can't find your home.
I know where my home is,
Even going.
even though it's been a few weeks. I still remember.
I'm confused. Why can't you find your home?
Because Bonbon says it's not on the map.
Well, it's not on this map.
Yes, that's
Show me the map of your home.
yeah. He's got all.
Ding, 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 ding. Here's Kelton.
I knew obsidian.
Preston.
Skeleton.
You found beast then?
Is that how you say it?
Kelton.
This one looks like it's in the.
That's Dingleberry.
Dinglets. Look at Kelton.
Dingleberry.
Charles.
Yeah, that's my home.
Kelton.
Kelton?
Yeah.
Seriously couldn't find that? The plains of Vinter?
Vinter. So it's like
You're currently in Vinterberry?
Winter.
I'm saying he didn't have it labeled on his map.
Oh, right, it's not labeled there.
Okay, that's where I was getting at.
It's a map of language we don't even know about Dragon's Face.
I mean, no, of course, your turn cities won't be labeled on there because this map is older than your age.
Yeah.
Your cities didn't exist when this was made.
Ta-da. Just got it real fast, like halfway through, because I started reading it.
Oh, you're actually starting to like actually legit read it?
Yeah.
That's great. Love it.
Do you have like a key of those symbols?
Yes, he does.
Oh, hell yeah.
Look at that.
She comes in. It's so pretty.
That's so pretty.
She's very happy. And she starts writing, taking all kinds of notes.
She's like busy and stuff.
She's super busy now. She's like,
Well, like,
all over this map.
fucking look around this room.
I'm curious about it.
You're curious about Dragon's Bane now.
Well, I found it. It popped up. This seems to be linked to why they might be obsidian. I have questions. It must be answered. I'm inquisitive.
Terrifying man.
All of my characters are always inquisitive.
As
So
far as I can tell, everything in the north is just
The north?
you
Don't go
find
up
a
there.
small section
We're gonna
on magical items.
magical. Trevor,
He rolled to know what it was.
And 49.
You take 49 points of damage.
They didn't die. Just go down.
Exploding damage.
Oof, it goes off once every 6 seconds, so failed death saves. After the second explosion, you're dead.
So, you actually hit a quick reference. Talks about how there are items of extreme ability.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
how
I
kind
got
of
you.
references it. The bag that can hold more than you could ever imagine.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting the picture for this. All right. It's exciting.
One of those like the blade of this noble who chilled their enemies when he hit them with it.
It's an ice blade. I'm going for that. I want to make you feel cold.
And just the opposite, the
He roasted
The-
them alive.
the hilt of light, blessed by the king,
everything's blessed by the king. I like this.
bring the king's light to kill the unworthy heathens.
It's either radiant or fire. The question is which.
Things along those lines.
Yeah, gotcha.
Right?
Okay.
It's a book of items that are magical, explained by people who don't understand magic.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming some of them are lost.
Yeah.
They've disappeared.
This item of lore.
Yeah.
It's either disappeared, lost to time, or reclaimed by the emperor.
Understandable. Does it make mention of some of the ones that are disappeared or are lost where they were?
Last known reference.
Yeah.
No.
But I try.
To come across one, you imagine you either need to keep it quiet or die.
You'll be quiet, all
Should
right.
we make a lore check if we want to try and find these items?
I think that they're not findable.
It's one of those, you're not gonna find it here.
Right.
I'm gonna.
I bet there's one of them.
And no one is a scholar, so you wouldn't know where to look in the first place.
There isn't going to be a
I'm
book that says,
just opening.
Not that it's here or anything, it'd be referenced like an unnatural event.
So historical events where the items might have been used.
Yeah,
mostly in war.
right.
Most items that are referenced or as in a story in which this had occurred, and when this noble was using his blade, it seemed that he cut a path through the crowd where they could do nothing but stand and watch as they were cut down.
Paralysis.
Like,
He grappled them and instantly cleaved. We're in Winterberry, right?
Yeah.
Winterberry, sorry.
Think of it.
Yes.
Or the
I'm gonna let her know where I'm staying. And if she has any questions, that's where she can find me.
now, on top of this, it's very curious that there's a section like this, because even those stories, from what you remember, are incredibly taboo. But here they are in a commoner's library. There is
It has probably have been so far lost or any known of your claim that it's considered folklore at that point. That it's just like, oh, it's this thing that once was around. It's still they essentially assume that it doesn't exist.
Might not be a taboo subject here this time, though.
Yeah.
It's the way you just said.
from what you remember.
Oh, right.
And
Exactly.
your current mentality still, like, you think magic is super fucking taboo.
Right.
But for him to have found something like that, it's like, holy shit, what?
I was reading it. I was
It's like-
confused.
It's like walking into a grocery store and the magazine up front says,
Gawking.
Girls Gone Wild.
I was going to say pot fudge.
Stop.
And you're like, wait a minute, marijuana fudge?
No. Stop.
Wait,
Marijuana.
why? What? Pot fudge?
One day.
There are dark places on the internet, okay?
There's a whole web form.
I don't want to think about this anymore. Okay. I get the picture.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Local bar college?
Your license.
There isn't a college, but there is a school of bar.
Check that shit out.
It's actually just inside the castle when you go to it.
I apparently have no initiative.
Why?
I don't know.
Because no
Just
drive,
walking
you
there.
never know what he wants to do with his life. Wondering.
How can you do discernment? Sorry.
Dex.
Thank you.
That's mine.
It's just, I'm just looking at it. There's nothing.
We have a direction.
Yes.
You gather your maps?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's finished.
I'm gonna check out what the bar's got going on.
She does mention, if you find anything else like this, please bring it back.
I'm actually the library,
But
also
keep it quiet.
blank.
Before she unlocks the door. There is no information outside of what you handed me about what's up north.
So this information is different.
Point to where? Like, this one. Like, I'll see you later.
What? You want to roll that deception check?
Is it deception?
You are going up there.
Where's school then? That's what it was.
That's in the south, bro. Everybody from the south.
Everybody is?
Everybody.
Okay.
I'm from the south. I'm the
You're not figured out where it's at yet?
It's terrifying.
Yeah, it's not obvious to all of us.
No, really.
This is really good, actually.
Because
Black cherry.
No, cherry lemonade. There you go.
Here, you have enough maps now. I can
Okay.
actually do some reveal.
What's the thing?
AJ, you want to hang one of those highlighters?
Creatine and BCAA. It's
It's the only real band cover.
Pre-workout energy drink.
Oh, I'm pretty happy.
then I don't.
Well, I'm going to head it off.
See how it is. They're slowly taking over the wet monster stereotype.
Nah.
I'm not kidding. It's hilarious.
I've never heard of
Yeah, that's new actually.
They're racing.
They're relatively new.
We've actually had people ask me, "Do you guys carry this?"
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's awesome. Like, do you guys have this up there where you live? It's like, yeah. Well, maybe, I don't know. I don't buy energy drinks much.
That guy looked like
I have a life.
barefoot and shorts.
Oh, I felt that.
Good.
Well, it's accurate
You
now.
should. You should.
I'm just,
And you're ugly.
wow, that's the old Marvel superhero stuff.
Where? Oh, you're talking about this? Yeah.
Blue box, yeah.
No.
Yup, I have a lot. I have the yellow one too. That one-
Actually,
that one-
You actually know people who went and they.
Okay. I've highlighted all the cities you're familiar with.
Is that your house?
C6.
I like your house.
This office you can
This your bed might be
there, so.
And you got some chairs?
I have almost all the old Marvel TSR stuff.
Yeah, PSR.
What? It's in his house.
It's in ruins.
Oh, fair enough. So
Yeah.
so why do you have a skull over
Yeah,
your
yeah.
feet?
Because it's my penis on the
This is
side of your
hardcore, man.
face. See your face?
Stream, by the way.
Good.
Just me?
They're streaming my good sexiness.
Yes.
Okay.
If you can see
Got it.
if you
Now
can
I
see
understand.
it on TV, I'm pretty sure.
I was reading this math one.
You can't see
Actually,
it on
I don't
screen.
know what your channel is rated as.
I don't know either.
TVMA
I
that.
think I did 18 plus.
Demonetized.
Oh, heck
This is
yeah.
the TV.
18 plus. So
Okay, so it'll be 18
penis
plus.
in your nose. Do you sniff greatness?
No, because it's yours.
Sniff the greatness.
Sniff the greatness.
Taste
Oh.
the rainbow. Okay.
When he leaves, I want to go up and ask her.
All right, we're at 218. We're gonna stop stream,
Okay.
Right.
and we'll be right back.
Sexy.
That was weird noise I just made.